Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how you can actually design a very simple casing based on your requirement. So uh, let me just move this somewhere else. So the way you are going to build it is, first you're going to actually select the bottom part. Bottom, or in this case, it's the front part, the one which will be facing towards you when you hold it. So, we are going to start with the very bottom. So suppose it's around 50 by 50. So it's going to be a simple device, and we want the thickness to be around 2 mm, because if you're adding certain uh, plugs or sockets or certain devices in the front panel, so it is supposed to actually be thick. So let's assume 2 mm for all our needs. Even the sides and the top panel are going to be 2 mm. So since this is 50 by 50, suppose I want to add uh, a circle, say 16. So if I want to connect a GX 16 pin, so it's going to be 16 mm. So both of them would be 16, say 16. And suppose I want to place two now of them, right? So let me copy paste this. Oops, over here. Okay. Now one of the challenges, how do I make this, even? So suppose 16, 16, and 50, if I want to make it center, you know, uh, what I can do is first, let me just divide this into two panel, of 25 each. Say, uh, there is a better way to do this, but still, let me go through this. Uh, This will either way start. Let me remove this and set this to say 3 mm, since we want it to three, oops, three. Okay, let me copy paste this as well. Okay. So what I'm going to do is first, in the first half of the plane, I'm going to adjust this. So I do this using this, and once I know it is present, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select these both, and I just want it to be in the center, right? So it's here. And similarly, what I'm going to do is, let me check if it is fine. So I'm going to select these two and I'm going to merge it. So the first circle is already here. Now, similarly, I'll perform it for this one. So center this one, and then I want to be at the very this thing. So I think I have created one. So if I want to move it, the very center, let me select these two planes and then watch. So yeah, I have two circles now. So now the next thing which comes is the sides. So since I said that we are going to have it 2 mm, right? So I'm just going to select this, and this is going to be 50 since each side is 50. So what I'm going to do is I'll quickly just copy paste these. I'll just move this 90 degrees. And, this thing is here, this thing. And yeah, and just make sure that this part is always inside to the bottom panel. So I'm going to select these two, and let me adjust this center and this thing. This works. Similarly, I'm going to move this inside this thing, select these two, again, this and center. And similarly, oops, as you can see, this happened. So let me just merge it right away so that there is no margin of error. So uh, uh, again, this would be inside, and if I want to move this, and I want this to be behind, so over here. And similarly, let me merge this so that it doesn't move. And similarly, I'm going to perform it for the last one. So it's already in the center. Just let me watch this. Okay, Cool. So now we have a box, and what we can do is we can check how it looks. So there will be two GX16 connectors, which I can place at the very top over here. Now what we need to do is we need to build a bottom plate. So how do we do this? It's pretty simple. So we know that it's 50, right? And the sides are 2 mm. So 50 minus 2, that comes to around 46. 46 by 46 would be the plane. 46 and 46. Oops, 46. And this is going to be 2 mm because we want the. Now, that is one more challenge. Now, suppose we have to put in the inserters over here. What we can do here is, uh, let me pull this over here. I'll make this 10 by 10. Just hear me out. 10 by 10. And this, considering it's a 11 mm, screw gauge, I'll keep it 12. Okay. And now, the screw gauge for M3 is around 4. So I'll just mark it 4, 4 or 3 to be precise. But let me take it 4 as of now so that it is easier to actually present that. So I have one. Let me check if I can measure it. 1 second. It says 4.6, 4.7. So I'll just put it 4.5, and then I'm just going to either way push this out. That's the best part. And I know that the inserter is around 11 mm. Let me check one more. No, this one is actually smaller. This one is 6. So let me just put this as 6. Okay. If I know it is 6, let me reduce this to 7 in that case. Okay. So cool. So now it is going to be pretty simple. Uh, Make sure it's at the edge and at the very top. I'm going to merge this. Okay, perfect. Now I need this at the all the four corners, right? And let me just simply copy paste this. This can be very quick. And I need to make sure that this is at the very corner. Cool. Oops. Why is this happening? Oh, did I copy paste two times? Ah, yeah. Now it should be fine. No, there is something wrong. Oops. Now I get it. Oops. Unwanted issues. Yeah, so let me place this over here. Okay, one more. Yeah, this is going to be very simple. You just have to repeat the process, and this one will be to the very corner of this. Now, the fun part. I'll select all four of them, and I'm going to make it sure that it aligns to the very top. Okay, it's done. Now, since the top panel is 2 mm thick, I'm just going to place it just 2 mm at the bottom, -2. Yes, I think that is done. Now, select the entire part, merge it, Yes, now you have the part, and you also have this one. Now, if you have to see this, it will look something like this, and the box for you is ready. There's one more thing which you need to take care of is you need to make sure that over here that you can spot the mistake if you're smart. Since this is for GX16 connectors, I need to make sure that there is enough, what do we say, buffer over here because since those are nuts, once you insert it, it needs certain millimeters reserved for the nut to move. You need to tighten it, right? Or else it won't work. But apart from that, this is how it works, and this is simply how you can actually build something for yourself. This is 50.34, and I think, yeah, and this should happen 46. Yep, that's it for today. I'll see you probably in the next one. Thank you.